here at the offices of Boulter Co for an interview with Andy Joannides. Thank you, Andy, for giving Baragiragi the opportunity to learn more about your firm and to hear your insight on the current property market. I would like to ask you to talk about yourself and Boulter Co. When Boulter Co was established, I believe, in 1998. And what was your first role in law?
I graduated in a difficult time. For those with memories when the exchange rate mechanism collapsed. And so I had a convoluted path into law. I would have expected to qualify about 3 years earlier than what I did. I did lots of sort of quasi-legal jobs, working for the Citizens Advice Bureau, working in the Securities Department of the Bank of Cyprus. And then eventually qualified, joined Boulter Company a year after it was set up, and been there ever since, and have been the firm's senior partner since, I think, 2013. It's been challenging at times, but overall enjoyable. I've worked in lots of different areas around North London, but I've been here in Crouch End since I joined Boulter Company. We moved into the current offices. So I joined there in 1999 and moved to the current offices in 2005. It's gone really well, and the last 5 or 6 years have been very prosperous, leading to the opening of the second office, which hopefully we'll talk about later.
Yes. Your firm covers a wide range of areas: residential and commercial conveyancing, lease extension and freeholds, landlords and tenants property litigation, possession proceedings, wills and probate, employment law, professional negligence, contract law, neighbor disputes, and family law. That is a vast field, requires significant expertise. Do you have them all, those specialists, in-house, or do you work with associates?
So all the areas of law we cover are dealt with by solicitors and legal executives, appropriately qualified. We cover pretty much every area of law you might hope to find on the high street, with the exception of crime and immigration. The bias of the firm is towards property, but we are expanding the litigation department. So 5 years ago we had one partner, one solicitor dealing with litigation. We're now 3 there. The firm, we cover nationwide cases. We've got clients from overseas, individuals, developers, investors, all sorts of people have been with us for years. We have been, so myself and one of my partners, Sally, have from time to time been asked to train, give lectures and train to junior negotiators and a large leading chain of estate agents. I do predominantly in property myself. One area beyond the conveyancing, residential and commercial, that I do a lot of is lease extensions and franchisements. And franchisement is the process by which you buy your freehold. These often tend to go to tribunal, and these are known as statutory lease extensions. There's something I do a lot of. It's a rewarding area of work, and it is unfortunately something which has got deadlines, and I see a lot of people trip up on stuff like that. Then we've got a private client department. David Garfinkel and Sally Lee to deal with wills, probate, powers of attorney. The litigation department, which I mentioned earlier, now you've got Rupert Chichester and Ed Brew, who are both partners, and Sheldon Henry, who joined this year and is in charge of the Islington office. They cover a wide array of litigation matters, debt recovery, family, negligence, PI, as I said, pretty much everything apart from crime and immigration, and who knows. And linguistically, in addition to English, we've got Greek, Italian, Turkish, Punjabi, Hindi, Albanian and Farsi speakers.
Well, you are an international firm.
In many respects, you could say that.
Okay, you recently opened a new office in Islington. What led your firm make that decision? Take into consideration that Islington is a trendy area, Crouch End is a trendy area. Is that the pattern that your firm would follow?
I mean, I would not hold myself out to be a trendy person, but I like the connection. I think Islington's an area with an amazing buzz, and it's got a good nightlife, restaurants, bars. It also happens to have a lot of estate agents. Our new offices are located above 3 estate agents. If I walk 2 minutes one way or 2 minutes the other way, I will pass, I think I can count 13 different estate agents' offices. That wasn't me, by the way. We are hoping that they have a need for us in terms of the property sales and also the rental aspect of things. If they've got landlord and tenant cases, where a new solicitor could serve them and serve that local community in a way which might not be the case at the moment. And I say that because there's probably, for the area, there are some good firms as solicitors there, but they probably gear more to a commercial market
than residential.
Yeah, and with their eyes focused into town rather than the local community. So I think there's an opportunity there, and I'm very excited at going there. And it's an area I've really wanted to go in for quite a while. An opportunity arose at the end of last year and the start of this year when some premises came up. Ironically, they didn't materialise, but it was the push to make us go there. So yeah, we're really excited, and you should come back in a couple of years and interview us to see how it's gone.
Well, I wish you the best. How hard it is for the first-time buyers, and what advice would you give to them?
So can we say hello to Luna first, who is wanted to come in on this, but unfortunately she's clammed up now. Yeah, I mean, I am and have been for many years extremely sympathetic to the first-time buyer, particularly in the London market. It's you know, there are certain things that individuals can do, and certain helps and assistances that go with it. But there's obviously a disparity between the price of a property in London and the wages of a young person and what they can afford to borrow. There are a number of things such as discounted stamp duty rates up to £300,000. There's first-time buyer ISAs. There's lifetime ISAs, where there's schemes where the government or financial institutions top up what you save, and they help. My daughter recently bought her first property this year. You know, she lived at home with us, so her expense, she could concentrate on saving for that, and was able to get a large deposit. You know, I obviously out for a lot of first-time buyers, and you know, without help from family members, whether it be parents, aunties, uncles, grandparents, or an incident like an inheritance, you know, they generally can't just do it on their own. It's just that they need that help. I would really welcome anything from a government that would incentivise first time buying. But yeah, I'm sure that's sentiments that most people have.
What advice would you give to young people who want to enter the legal profession?
I think the same with anything. Firstly, be honest with yourselves. Be sure that's what you want to do. It is a rewarding career, and I don't just mean that in a financial way. I mean helping people to achieve something is always good, but there's a lot of hard hours. If you're looking for a 9-to-5 job where you can go, that isn't how it works. You know, that's not to say you'll be burning the candle every night, but whether it's in litigation or conveyancing, you know, things come up and the litigators will get a big case the night before, 2 nights before the hearing. They sometimes just don't go home for their preparation for it. And on the conveyancing side, it's transactional. So you've got deadlines, people on you all the time. The world won't forgive you if you just stop at 5:30. So obviously there's a work-life balance for most people, but be prepared to it and accept that and embrace that you're going to have hard challenges. And if you can couple that with enjoyment, then it's a career for you. I would recommend it, but what can I say? None of my children are following my path, so maybe that says something.
Thank you very much, Andy, for your time, and obviously we'll take you on in 2 years' time. We'll come and interview you about the
You're always welcome, and we're always grateful for your help at Boulter Co LLP.
Thank you.